Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change out the infinite cooking element on a Frigidaire flat top stove. Alright, so I was out visiting my daughter recently and I was doing some cooking on her stove, and this has happened to me multiple times, that this 12-inch burner in the front here, the one that you would use the most if you're right-handed, doesn't get hot anytime soon. You go to turn it on and you turn it up to 4 or 5, which, you know, it goes up to maybe 8 or 10. Nothing. You can see I'm putting my hand on it and nothing. It's just annoying. So this time when I was out visiting her, I just decided, you know what? I'm going to change this out. I started by changing the controller that's behind the knob on the stove. The first thing that will probably go out is the controller behind that knob. And the other thing is this element, assuming there's not some kind of a wiring issue or something. Those are about the only two things that go bad with these. So, truth be told, the new cooking element I put in here, I don't really think improved it that much. So I think that's just the way these stoves are made. But anyway, still thought I'd show you how to switch this out in case you have one that just doesn't work anymore. I'll also leave a link in the bottom of this video for number 1, how to change out that controller in the back behind the button. And number 2, how to test the controller behind the button and this cooking element so that you can narrow down which one it is. Neither one costs a ton of money. I think the controller for the ones I did in the past, maybe like 25, 30 bucks. This cooking element cost me 90 bucks, I think it was. The other burners on this stove heated up pretty quick. So it's just the way this infinite burner is. So there's the part number I ordered. I think that's the part number. It's on the outside of the box. Be careful with these, because when you flip them over, those elements inside there are really fragile. They're just kind of stuck in the bottom of that soft, like, I don't know if it's like a soft ceramic. Make sure you unplug your stove before you start anything like this so you don't get shocked. So to get the flat top to come up, you got to take these 2 screws out of the front. And then just pull it forward. There's a couple clips in the back that just slide out. And then to have enough room, I had to take the clips out of the back so that I could tip the whole flat top up. They just slide off and then you just put them back on when you're putting it back together. And just block your flat top up so you can work. And the first thing you want to do is mark the holes where these little keepers enter through on this silver bracket so that you get it back in the same spot. There's only 2 screws that hold this bracket in place. There's one on each side. These little things that keep this burner in place are a pain in the butt to get off. As I kept working with them, well, one of them I think broke off when I was prying them out, but the best thing I figured out was to go underneath with like a needle nose or something, and there's like a divot that's out, or you just pinch the little divot on the bottom in more, and then it kind of slides out. Make sure you get a good picture of these wires so you get them back on correctly, and I use the needle nose to kind of help pop them off. Just be careful with everything. You don't want to be repairing a wire when you don't really need to. And one of these wires, there was no extra wire at all. And be careful, I went to compare these two, and those things on the bottom actually poked my other burner, which was not good. The bottom of these burners, I keep calling them burners, but they're like cooking elements. They're actually, these are numbered. Right here I'm showing you how to pinch those little pop outs in so it comes out better. So you just take the little bracket things off and you move them over to this corresponding number on the new one. And then you just put the new element in place where it goes, where you marked the holes, and hook your wires back up. And then just carefully put the whole assembly back in place. Might help to have an extra set of hands here. Put your 2 screws in, one on each side. And then you got to put your clips back on. They just slide right back into place where they were at. Then this flat top just slides straight back. Those clips enter into the slots back there. And then you just put your front screws back in. Like I said, you're still stuck with that infinite burner situation, and I do not like them. Do not buy a stove like that. As you can see with the new cooking element, still not heating up till you get to like 5 or 6 on the knob. But it gave me peace of mind to know I tried to get this stove working better. She didn't even act like it was a big deal that she was having any issues, that there was any issues, but I don't like it. I have a flat top stove as well, and it does not have a element like this, and I'm glad. Anyway, guys, there you go. That's how you switch that out if you have one go bad. So until next time, good luck with all your projects. Links are in the description, including a link to this cooking element.